All right, all right, all right. Let's first make sure that my audio is coming through okay. We'll find out in just a second as soon as YouTube catches up with the stream. And once it's been caught up, then I'll know for sure. All right, here we are. We're good. We're good. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the Arsenal's Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. It is Saturday night, one of my favorite nights of the week, and we're here with everybody, and we're doing our thing. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. I'm hoping Avery will be able to join. I sent him the invite, but we'll see. He wasn't feeling well last night during our stream with Todd. So if he's not able to join, I'm not going to hold it against him. Hopefully he's getting some good rest. And, I got to loosen this thing up a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and check in with the chat and see who all's here. Hey, Tim's here. Hey, Tim, how's it going? Says, hello all from cold Western Kentucky. Cold, that's the appropriate word, I bet. We've got a little bit of rain right now, but it's not bad. It's only in the mid-50s right now, so yeah. All right, man, stay warm. Sarah's here. Sarah says, good Saturday night from windy and cold Connecticut. Well, welcome to the show. Windy and cold. Okay. Anybody getting snow yet? Star Chaser's here. Says hello to all. Hey, Star. Welcome to the show. Haven't seen you in a while, but welcome back. BB is here. Says hello to everybody. Births is here. Says hello to everybody. Welcome, welcome. Jim says, hey, all. Happy Saturday evening. Absolutely. Laura's here. Laura says hello to everyone. BB says, don't think I'll be doing much chatting, typing tonight. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You can just hang and listen. You know, we might say something. We might say something funny. You never know. Manuel's here. Welcome. Good evening, sir. How are you? Says hello, everybody, and happy Saturday night. Manuel says hello to BB. The two of us is here. Says hello, Drew. So say we both. Well, welcome to the show, both of you. Fantastic. BB says, I fell early this morning, and I think I may have broken my right pinky finger. Oh, my goodness. Right pinky finger. Oh, I've jammed my fingers before, but broken them? Oh, boy. Well, I hope everything turns out okay. Jim says, good evening to Manuel. Happy Saturday. Manuel says hello to Sarah. The two of us says, surprise, once again. Time for the two of us, ha ha ha, and our special guest, our loyal engineer and scientist, Dr. Julius R. Retarded. Very good. Star Chaser says, it's alive, absolutely. BB says, hey to Manuel. Manuel says, hey to Drew, welcome. B. Bernie B says, hi, Drew, in chat, welcome to the show. Naki Raza says, hello, Drew. This is Wayne. Oh, Wayne. Ah, very good. I was going to talk about you a little bit. Welcome to the show, Wayne. BB says it's frigid here in Ohio as well. B. Bernie B says, good video today. Okay, excellent, excellent. Star Chaser says, pouring rain here. Oh, no. Birth says it's a negative 22 wind chill factor. Oh, goodness gracious. Jones is here. Hey, Jones, welcome. Says, hello, my friend, in chat. Welcome to the show. Vicky says, good evening, all. Snowish, rainish, central PA. Oh, boy. Now, does snowyish, rainyish? I'm assuming that means cold, of course. But is that the kind of the snow that just comes down and then melts? So maybe. Sarah's here, says, my husband got a homeowner scam saying that our homeowners expires this month. He almost fell for it. Oh, goodness. That's not good. Manuel says, Drew, I watched the playoff Texas over Cleveland. Oh, I honestly, the game started like as I was closing up the store today, so I never even turned it on. I'm assuming, well, see, it was a 4:30 game, so it's probably over by now. Who won? Manuel, let me know. Who won? Tim says, maybe snowing here tomorrow. Oh, okay. BB says we got some like flurries this morning, but nothing significant. Okay, that's good. Jim says we got high winds over here in New Jersey. I heard outside gates slamming. Oh goodness. Everybody who's in a northern area where you're getting snow or cold rain, please be safe, especially if you have to go out and drive. Please be safe. Manuel says hi to Star Chaser. Sarah says, yeah, we got a snowstorm last weekend, but got a lot of rain and washed it all away. Okay. We had actually had some heavy thunderstorms that were supposed to come through here. Oh, Avery's here. Let me bring him in real quick. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, man.
I was just mentioning to everybody that we had some heavy thunderstorms that were supposed to come through here to the point they actually canceled school and they shut down government buildings. And I swear there was nothing that happened.
It went a little further north than what
really.
They
okay.
Yeah, like North Georgia got hit pretty hard.
Really?
Like there's a lot of flooded streets and stuff.
Now we had rain and there was a lot of thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
But it was very brief. I mean, the wife and I, we had bought tickets to like a 6:30 showing of a movie that day, and we still went to the movies and didn't nothing.
Well, with a nasty storm, you don't know exactly where it's going to go and what it's going to do.
Do you remember them canceling school for rain? I remember them canceling school for hurricanes. Like if a hurricane was coming,
if it was tropical storm bad enough, they might cancel.
Yeah, see, I don't know if this was there were tornado warnings. There were tornado warnings, but I'm like telling my wife, like, I don't remember them canceling school the day before because of thunderstorms. But well, I guess that's where we live in nowadays. So,
I mean, there's times they probably should have because it was so bad. Streets all over the town were so flooded. It made navigation extremely dangerous because there were so many flooded streets all over town. There's times when they really actually probably should have.
Yeah.
When your average car is up to water, up to the hood, and people are getting stuck in it all over town, multiple parts of town.
I'm almost sure it happened. I just don't remember it ever happening. But
there's times when they should have.
Yeah.
I know there's been times they've canceled because of tropical storms and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, that we were nothing near a tropical storm, but there were tornado warnings, especially in some northern parts of the town. But really, we had like heavy rain for about a half hour, and that was it.
It wasn't as bad here as they thought it could get, but up in the North Georgia, I've seen some video of it got pretty nasty.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me check back in on the chat, see where we're at. Sarah says, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I think I missed something." Jim says we got high wind. Yep, I read that one. Okay. Manuel says hi to Star Chaser. Sarah says, yeah, we got a snowstorm last week. Okay. Yep, got that. Jim says, baby, get that finger checked out right away. Absolutely. Sarah says hello to Manuel. Glenn's here. Hey, Glenn, how's it going? Says, sorry I'm late. Show us the hat. Oh, yeah. Well, this is my sister who makes all my stuff for the channel as well as my store. Made me these embroidered hats. I have Misfit Corner Scams and Misfit Corner Comics, as well as new T-shirts with embroidered logos on them. She also made me a beanie. I have a beanie that says Misfit Corner Scams on it. I don't know if I'm ever going to wear a beanie, but I have one. I think it's kind of funny. But she also made me...
Wait, what kind of beanie?
Just a little... Let me see if I can find where it's at. It's in my bag over here. Let's see. Oh, hell. Maybe it got moved. Hold on. Oh, and she also made me bags. These say Misfit Corner Comics and Misfit Corner Scams on the other side. So both my YouTube channels. But, oh, here it is. Oh, and there's also a pair of socks in here. But these are Jaguar socks.
Is it the big slouchy kind of beanie or the tighter fit?
It's
the tighter fit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, yeah. I don't like the ones that are like a big sock hanging off your head, but those kind of like that. I wear those. I'll wear that. Get me one. Get me one. I'll pay for it.
What do you think? Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I gotta.
Yeah, get me one. I'll pay for it.
I need to center it.
Get me one. I will pay for it.
All right. I'll ask her to make you one. Absolutely. There we go. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I'll wear it while it's cold. Yeah, I wear beanies. I don't have the one I used to wear is like for Sister Machine Gun, this band. It's really old and really grungy. I don't wear it anymore.
Oh yeah. That's one of the reasons why she keeps making me new hats, is because I wear them all the time.
Yeah, and they get grungy and nasty.
When she gave me the new hats, actually she made some a bunch of them, and she brought me a whole bunch of them, and I went, "Ooh, I guess that means I can finally take this one off." Yeah. And she's like, "Oh my god, that."
Yeah. Get me one like that says Misfit Corner Comics.
This one doesn't smell yet. I've only worn this like twice, so.
Yeah, I'll wear one, dude.
Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely get you one. I'll have her make you one. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
I got to beat. I don't know how much they cost. I mean, she's got a machine that does all the embroidering for her. So once she has my logos down, just put it in the machine, let it go.
Yeah.
So all right,
it still costs. It still costs. I mean, I'm glad to pay for it.
Well, I mean, it still has the paper like underneath it. I mean, but still, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
My sister is freaking wonderful. I love her. She's awesome. So, all right, let me get back to the chat. Let's see. Manuel says, I watched the Miami versus the Chiefs. Okay. Who's winning that one? Let me know. BB says, I'm not sure if it's broken or not, but it still hurts. I made a homemade splint for it. BB, you don't want to mess with that stuff. If you can get to like an acute care center or someplace like that to check it out. Yeah, she fell and smashed her.
Go get it looked at. Yeah, because if it's broken, like it could escalate.
Yeah, you got to be careful, especially with our old bodies. Our old bodies aren't meant to be beaten up and mashed around, you know.
Well, you do heal slower.
That's true too. Sarah says, hope you get better, BB. Darlene's here. Hey, Darlene, how's it going? Says hello to everyone. Manuel says, we got cold weather next Tuesday in Louisiana. Okay. Hopefully, I don't think, does it snow in Louisiana? Manuel can tell us. I don't think so. I think it's low enough.
I think it's possible, like when we would get the freak snores.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not a regular.
I don't think it's a regular thing in Louisiana. It's a freak thing when it happens.
Nike says, I will call you on Monday. Okay. He called me, I think it was it Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. But he called me up, and I thought it was really funny. The conversation we had was rather interesting. But I'll tell you guys more about that in just a minute. Manuel says hello to Darlene. BB says to Jim, if it doesn't feel better soon, it probably will. Joan says, it was a nice day today, but Monday is going to be really cold. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Monday because I'm actually off from both jobs, my regular day job and the store. So the only thing I'll have going on that day is scam calls. So we'll see how many scammers are working. I'm sure they are working on Monday. Berth says it's rain snow mix. Ugh. I don't mind rain. I hate cold rain, you know?
Because it physically hurts.
Yes. But that's the only kind of that's the only kind of snow we get down here is cold rain. Glenn says negative 10 degrees this morning, -2 now in Longmont, Colorado. Oh boy. So we never get those kind of numbers. We'll get below freezing, but it usually only lasts like a few days. And we haven't even gotten that yet. This season, we haven't even gotten that yet. I don't think we've had a single day with freezing yet. So more to come. Vicky says we got both the past few days, just yucky weather. Poor sup pump working hard. Oh goodness. Glenn says, cat not happy. Cat not happy. I don't have any cats in here right now. Maybe it's his cat that's not happy. Oh goodness. Darlene says, we had rain. It washed away all the snow in our yard. Maybe a little snow tomorrow. All right, well, you know what? There is an answer for people out there who don't like the snow. It's called Florida. You're more than welcome to come here. We rarely ever get snow. BB says, hey to Avery.
Hello.
Sarah says, my basement is flooded. Oh, no.
Ooh.
That sucks. Sorry, Sarah.
That's expensive.
Yeah. Manuel says, Texas 45 over the Browns. No freaking way. I wanted the Texans to be eliminated in the first round so bad. Oh, they don't deserve it. Ah, well. The best team will win in the end. Jim says, good evening to Avery. Happy Saturday. Manuel says, hey, Avery, I hope you're doing much better tonight.
I'm getting better. It's just, okay. This is also the time of day, though, where it's worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And in like 3 or 4 hours, you won't even be able to tell. I'll sound way better.
Okay. Darlene says, so sorry to Sarah. The two of us says, we brought Dr. Julius, our retard head. Yeah, hello. It worked with two of us for a long time now. Okay. That's a good one. Manuel says, hi to Glenn. The two of us says, yeah, we maintained our Sharkticon servants. He uses the original Quentin T's type platform from the 1986 film, and they do a great job. Yeah, we do what we say, usually. Okay. Manuel says hello to Jim. Happy Saturday. Sarah says no school Monday because of the MLK holiday. Yes, absolutely. I'm hoping stores are still open. Like my sister-in-law bought me for my birthday a Sam's Club membership. But I have to go and register it at the Sam's Club. And the day I wanted to go, because I knew I was off from both jobs, was New Year's Day. And turns out our local Sam's was closed that day. So I'm like, crap, I couldn't go do it that day when I wanted to do it. So I'm hoping they're open on MLK Day so I can go take care of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they'll be open.
There should be.
Yeah. Manuel says hi to the two of us.
I need to go.
Berth says Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs on now. I'm rooting for both teams. Oh, okay. Yeah, once your team is out of the fight, like the Jags are out of it, I don't care who wins. So I'm, whoever wins, that's great. That's great. Berth says Miami is freezing. Yeah, Miami might be freezing, but it's not snowing. I doubt it. Vicky says to Sarah, shoot, forgot about that holiday. I had bank stuff to do. Darn it. Avery, I got up this morning, right? And the very first thing I noticed is I got 2 texts from my bank saying, here is your access code. If you didn't request this code, please contact the bank. And I'm like, is somebody trying to access my personal bank account? So I call the bank. I give them all the information. I talk to the guy. I even verified the telephone number was correct before I called it because I'm not. This could be a fake text message.
Yeah.
And nope, he verified that it was valid, but that it was somebody in the bank. He actually said he talked to the representative, requested it on the wrong account. So nobody was trying to access my account. They just sent out the verification on the wrong account, and I'm like, you can't do that to a guy who deals with scammers all day long. Because the first thing I'm thinking is, oh, crap, some scammer's trying to access my bank. And luckily, no. But that's how my morning started. So Manuel says, Burst, happy Saturday. Miami, Kansas. Okay. He says, hi to Vicky. Sarah says, where's Betsy? She's out there somewhere doing her thing. Normally at this time of night, She's curled up in my wife's lap in the living room watching TV. She's not the one that wants to be in my room with me and will sit outside that door and cry is Regal. That's the pretty princess, Regal. But right now she's not crying at the door, so I'm not sure where she is. Let's keep it that way. We'll see what happens. There's been a couple of times, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, where she'll want in the room, and I'll bring her in the room. She'll find herself a spot on the box and just sleep through the entire live stream. And you won't even know she's here. She's a good girl. I love her. She's great.
Yeah, she just wants to be close to you.
Be close to me. And then like last night during the live stream, she got up and was on my table, on my desk, and plopped herself right here. So
yeah.
BB says, Drew, that's so neat that she made all of those for you. Yeah, she's wonderful. She's absolutely fantastic. I love my sister. And she makes these things for me. And she makes a lot of other stuff, but she's kind of made it her like personal mission to outfit me. Which hey, you got to have somebody in your life that loves you enough to get you clothes on a regular basis. I'm a guy, which means I never buy new clothes. I mean, the pair of jeans I'm wearing right now, I probably had for 10 years. I don't ever go buy new stuff, you know? And my sister keeps me in shirts and hats, and thank God for her, you know? Manuel says, hey, where's Betsy, my friend Drew? I already mentioned that. She's out there somewhere. Darlene says, one time when my kids were little, my husband saw a bus being towed to a school. They walked back home from the bus stop. Oh, goodness. That can happen, you know. Buses do break down and get towed. So BB says, B Bernie B says, Kansas City versus Dolphins on Peacock, streaming only. Looks very, very okay. I think I have Peacock. I'm pretty sure we do. Peacock or Plus or something like that.
I don't know.
Not that I'm going to watch the game. I'm busy talking to you guys. So BB says, my daughter made me a nice winter cap. I love it. Very cool. B Bernie B says, very cold in Kansas City. Oh, goodness.
Oh, there we go. That was the rest of that statement.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Manuel says, B Bernie B, yes, it's on Peacock. I'm watching the game. Okay. Burst says, yes, it's very cold here. B Bernie B says, great bag. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she actually made me a whole bunch of extra ones. I have like where are they? Oh, she made me a whole stack of them so that I can give them away to people that come to the store. And it has both my channels on it, so as a little advertisement thing, you know. So it's kind of cool. And I have a lot of people that buy CGC books from me, and I usually try to give them in a nice bag. So actually, I sold a couple of them today, so not bad. Gotta love it. Manuel says, yes, very cold weather in Kansas. Birth says, game just started. Okay. Well, then I might be able to catch some of it later then. Okay. Manuel says, I like a great bag, my friend Drew. Okay. Well, if you ever come visit me, I'll have one for you. Okay. I don't know. These aren't the kind of bags that I would sell. These are the kind of bags you give away, you know? But we'll see. Tim says, I wore arts for a certain YouTube that sells a hat with lights on the lid. Okay. Oh, one of the Avery, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but my sister showed me a flat bill hat. I don't know if like this hat has a
curved bill.
It's curved. Well, the one she had was a flat one, and she had it for her husband. And he put it on, and it looks silly as hell. I put it on, and they were like laughing their asses off. And I'm like, okay, so I would not do a flat bill hat.
No, those hats you always see me wear.
Yeah,
those are actually flat bill hats. I bend them. Well, that's how they come. But I have to buy sized hats. I can't buy the one. This size fits all. This is an extra large. It fits every. No, I have to buy the ones that are like size 8 for like a really big, really fat head.
Sorry, the pretty princess was at the door demanding to be let in. Come, you coming up here? You coming up here and you say hi to everybody? Come on, come on. There you go. There you go. All right, she's not gonna. Sorry, guys. We have to take a moment to move the keyboard, otherwise she'll lay on top of it. Hey, you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. This is Regal, the pretty princess. She's not cooperating. You gonna say hi? Gonna look over here and say hi? Yeah. All right. She just wants, once again, like Avery said, she just wants to be with me. So she's gonna plop herself right here in front of me and be a good girl. And every now and then you'll see a tail flip up. So Manuel says hiya to Tim. Tim says hats. The thought of making merchandise for the store sounds cool, and for the channel sounds cool, but I don't know who would buy a Misfit Corner Scams hat. You know,
some of these fine people.
Some of them might. I know, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to that as a commitment yet. You know, maybe one day.
Where are you at on subs now? 7,000?
Yeah, 7,400 and change. Still growing every day.
At 10,000, do a small run.
Okay.
See how they go. At 10,000, do a small run. Make a little plug form that goes tacked onto each video, with link to the store or whatever. At 10,000, make a small run.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Manuel says the game just started to play. Okay. BB says thanks to Sarah. The two of us says we saw broken bones can get infected and may need amputation. Ooh, yeah, not good. Amputation.
It can get bad if something's broken and you don't get it seen about.
Yeah,
it can get bad. Not to mention never healing right and needing surgery because you didn't get it set when it was freshly broken.
Yeah. When it comes to small things like fingers and toes, you don't think about it as much, but it hurts like hell.
Yeah.
So go get it checked out, please.
Absolutely.
Darlene says, my older sister tripped on her rug and broke her arm a week after our mother died. Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Well, that's like my wife. She fell in the bathroom and ended up tearing her MCL in her knee, an almost complete tear. That happened, I believe, in September. She's still in a brace, and it's January. And they can't do surgery. It's not something that need to do surgery. They just have to wait and let it heal. And she started physical therapy again, aquatic therapy, but she's miserable right now. There are days where it hurts just to get up and go to the bathroom. But yeah, Darlene, that's so. I hope it healed well, and she doesn't suffer from it as much anymore. But damn, that's a lot to have happen in the same week, you know. Manuel says yes, yeah, it did snow one time in 2021. Okay, that's crazy. Burr says it's cold in Kansas, but the game is on the Missouri side. Half of Kansas City is in Kansas and half is in Missouri. Manuel says, hiya to Jones. Happy Saturday. Steve says, -28 in Plains, Montana. Oh, boy. Welcome to the show, Steve. -28. Man, I can't even imagine 28, much less -28, you know?
Well, I've seen 28.
Okay.
-28.
Naki Raza says, not Monday. I called you on Friday. Okay. You're going to call me next Friday? He's got my number. So it's so funny. He called me and he asked for Drew, which normally if somebody asks for me by my real name, then I kind of, want to figure out, there's a good chance. Like if they ask for Timothy or they ask for Herschel or they ask for Carl, I mean, I know they got my number from a scam list, But he asked for Drew, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is me. And then he says, I'm calling about your Medicare. And I'm like, oh, God, good God, I'm not old enough to have Medicare, whatever, right? And then he starts playing with me and says, so how's your YouTube channel going? I'm like, We had a conversation. It was interesting. He pretty much, we talked about scammers and so forth, and he didn't really give me anything I didn't already know. He just confirmed a lot of stuff that I knew. But it was an interesting call. It was an interesting call. He works for a company that they call people about um, braces and so forth. Everybody's heard that call and it's gotten it. But he tells me they actually do send a brace out. They bill Medicare after the doctor approves it and actually mail out actual braces, where there's a lot of those Medicare scammers who they have no intention of sending you anything. All they want to do is fakely or fraudulently bill Medicare, you know? So he's kind of an honest scammer, is what I would call it. So he's still calling people up that are on the national do not call list. And when I asked him about that, he pretty much told me, we don't care. We don't care about that at all. So yeah, I figured as much. But we had an interesting conversation, and we may follow up again. But I have not made the call into a video just yet. It was about 30 minutes long, but it was interesting. I got some good information from him, and I of course will share it with everybody because it might actually be helpful for a lot of people. But he did confirm for me that there are a lot of scammers out there. And because one of the questions I asked him, it was, why do I get so many calls even after they know I'm going to just screw with them? And they keep calling over and over and over again. And his answer was, there's lots and lots and lots of scammers. So, which is a shame, but that's the way it goes.
Plus, they also assume that you're stupid and they'll eventually get you.
Oh, I am stupid. luckily, I'm smarter than the average scammer. But Manuel says hi to Steve. BB says to Sarah, "Oh no, sorry about the basement. That stinks." Ooh, yeah, it probably does too.
That's rough.
Laura says, "No more people in Florida. We're full." Actually, Jacksonville's a rather big place, and we've got lots of room. So, I mean,
yeah, Jacksonville's big, but it's very spread out. There's still plenty of development room.
There's a lot of apartment building, apartments being built around here, which in some cases kind of lowers the value of houses in the area. But there's a lot of construction going on all over the city. So
there's also a lot of inflated housing prices. So maybe that's not too bad.
Yeah. Glenn says, my cat doesn't have a litter box, goes outside to do her business, not happy about the cold. I don't know. Our cats, I don't think they would handle the outside very well. I mean, I told you guys that one story about Regal. Really? She knows I'm talking about her. Where the front door was left open. One of the cats actually was her. Went outside, kind of looked around and said, "Nope, this isn't for me," and turned around and came back in. The cats aren't dumb. They're stupid, but they're not dumb. So they're very much like scammers. Sarah says, "Thanks, Darlene. Sump pump not working. We'll call somebody tomorrow." Oh, goodness. Well, hopefully. Having a flooded basement has never been an issue for anybody ever in Florida. Nobody around here has.
No, I'm sure it has. Because somebody had to learn the hard way.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I had relatives in in Rhode Island. I absolutely freaking loved their basement. The basement was literally the size of the entire house, but it was one huge ass room, and they actually put walls up to separate it in some areas. But it was really, other than a laundry room, it was like the kids had the run of the whole thing. TVs, movies, toys, everything. And it was like a huge kids' playroom. I thought that was awesome. I always wanted a basement, but never got one. Closest thing I got to it was a shed, and
you can have one in Florida, but you have to build
you have to build it up.
Yeah, you have to build the land up first.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're basically making your own big giant hill.
Well, that's like one of the things. You haven't seen it yet, but Todd's place, where he lives, is when you look straight at the building, it's the first floor. That there is a basement, but when you come outside of the basement, his back is like the house is elevated to where the basement. If you're in the back of the house, the basement is the bottom floor, and I'm like, that is so freaking cool.
Oh yeah, one of my uncles when I was a kid, they're one of my dad's brothers.
Yeah.
The part of Georgia he lived in, everybody's driveway was like to go through up to their driveway. You were either driving extremely steep uphill or downhill.
Oh, really?
So, and his house was downhill when you went through his driveway. I mean, it looks steep when you're in your car. Like it looks like 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 more than 45 degrees. So the lower level of the house went up to the backyard, but you couldn't get in that level when you walked in from the front yard.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's built on that incline. So there was like a basement like garage area that was the bottom floor.
Yeah, I think his house is awesome. I don't think you've ever seen it yet, but it's
No, I
one
haven't.
of these days we'll see, we'll go together and we'll check it out. But it's gorgeous. They did a really good job. All right, let me check back in. Tattle's here. Hey, Tattle, how's it going? I had a scammer call me on Thanksgiving. When I questioned why he was working on the holiday, he denied it was a I got at least 3 calls on Christmas Day. One where I actually talked to somebody, which I shared that video with you. Did I get calls on Thanksgiving? I do not remember. I think I did. But yeah, they're really off. They call on holidays. Yeah, whatever. So I feel bad for them. Manuel says hello to Laura.
Well, it's not a holiday for them.
Oh, I know. Manuel says hey to Tattle. Jim says retail stores are open on MLK holiday. All city, county, state, federal offices are closed. No trash pickup, no mail delivery. Okay. The company that I work for, we deal with doctors' offices, and there's a good chunk of them that are closed, so we get the day off. So I'm cool with that. June's here. Hey June, how's it going? It says Portland, Oregon, 14 with snow and sleet. Oh boy. Oh, I'm so glad I live in Florida. Birth says, I mean the teams are free. I meant the team is freezing here in Kansas City. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Justin says, did I mention that one of my callers I was Lucasfilm Ltd. I asked if they would tell George I was a big fan of Star Wars. Click. I got a call today. I thought it was hilarious. The business name came up as Gator Ice Cream, and the lady starts talking to me about Medicare, and I'm like, why does my phone say Gator Ice Cream? Why are you spoofing this company's numbers? And she just laughed and then hung up. It's like, oh, you so pitiful, so pitiful. Glenn says, when they call you from the IRS to ask about the taxes that you owe, tell them that they have already have a case open. Could they please check on your case number ID 10T SCMR? ID 10T SCMR. Ident scammer. Okay. Actually, Avery, this is hilarious. I absolutely love this. There's an older gentleman who comes in my store all the time, and he watches the video, the channel, and he also gets scam calls because I think he told me he's in the late 60s, so he gets a lot of these calls, and he just has such a great time screwing with them, and he loves it. He actually got a Publishers Clearinghouse call in which they gave him a telephone number to call to collect his millions. And he gave me the number, and he also gave me the access code that they gave him. And he said, here, so later on, call them and rig it into a video. I said, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Which is great. I got customers looking out for me. So.
Oh, nice.
All right. What Glenn says. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Birth says Kansas City just scored 7-0. Okay. Do we want Kansas City Chiefs to win? They beat us last year, and I don't have a dog in the fight, so I don't care. But
Football is the devil.
no, it's not. Manuel says hi to June. Manuel says Justin, happy Saturday. Laura says hello to Manuel. BB says, wow, that's crazy. What happened with your bank? Turns out nothing. So it's a good thing. It's a good. Somebody somewhere made a boo boo and sent a notification code on the wrong account, which crap happens. Especially if people are responsible for sending that code, and people can make mistakes. So luckily, I mean, before I even made the call, I logged into my accounts, made sure everything was kosher, everything was good. So I wasn't worried, but I wanted to know what the heck, who's been trying to access my account? Turns out nobody. So that's good. Manuel says 7-0 Miami. Okay. MC 7-0 Miami. Okay. I think he meant KC. Maria's here. Hey, Maria, how's it going? Says hello, Drew. The two of us says, yeah, I inverted phone numbers and sent taser shocks over phone lines to zap the phone scammers. I don't know if that'll work or not, but that's kind of cool. BB says, Darlene, I am so sorry. Manuel says, hello to Maria. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Sarah says, I'll take a bag. Sarah says, thanks to BB. Burst says, one winter I visited family in Miami and people were dressed in the nines in winter gear. I left Kansas City the day before with 10 below and Miami was 55 and I was wearing shorts. 55 in my mind is shorts and t-shirt weather. Maybe a sweater, but that's it. A sweater you can take off, Manuel says, thank you, my friend Drew. No problem. BB says, aw, I guess she was talking about the cat. Sarah says, hi to Regal. Yep, see, I knew it. The cat came into the conversation at some point. Manuel says, hey, Betsy, wow, see her. Oh, nope, this is Regal, not Betsy. Burst says, gorgeous, so gorgeous, your kitty. Well, she's a good girl. BB says, my cat is like that, always has to be in the same room as me. Yep. Glenn says, I'll buy one. Okay. Talking about the bags and the hats. Okay.
Yeah.
Next adventure awaits says, my first live stream with y'all. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining. Manuel says, I go see you in Florida. I buy one. Okay. No, you're not going to buy one. I'm going to give you one. Manuel, if you ever make it to Florida, come on by the store and it's yours. Trust me. Plus more. I'll find something else for you. Burr says, I have a four-legged attitude of a cat. The vet says she's spicy. That's an understatement. Manuel says, hello. Next adventure awaits. Happy Saturday. This cat here, Regal, she hates the vet. She has to go into one of those kennel cages, one of the ones where it's a cage which has a movable wall so that they can actually move it and pin her down inside the cage in order to do anything with her. She has drawn blood before on the vet. He doesn't mess with her anymore. He puts her in the kennel cage and squishes her into the corner and shoots her up, whatever injection she needs, but she hates the vet. I think she and Charlie used to share war stories of going to visit the vet, and he told her that the vet is the nastiest, most horrible place to be. And she's such a sweet kitten, but she absolutely hates the vet. Darlene says, my cat is snuggling right next to me on her bed. Very good. She doesn't have a quote unquote space in my room. She literally picks whichever one she wants, and that's it. Usually it's a box. Usually it's a place where she can sit and watch me. But right now I don't have any boxes in the room that she can sit on, so she's literally plopped on my desk. So it happens. Tampa Travel says, bathrooms are amongst the most dangerous places on earth. Yes, 100% true. My wife actually had her uncle passed away after slipping and falling in the bathroom. Oof. So yes, you're right. It can be a very dangerous place. So Manuel says Tampa travel, happy Saturday night. BB says I don't have a car and don't really want to bother anyone for a ride, but you're upsetting me with the horror stories. Oh goodness.
Well, we don't
BB,
mean to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we don't want. No one wants to upset you. We just want you to be well.
Exactly. I would hate for something bad to happen because of a pinky finger, you know?
Yeah.
Just be really careful with it. So, just me says, the week my mom died, I tripped over a camera cord attached to the computer and went headfirst into a doorknob right between the eyes. Oh wow,
Jeez. Oh, man.
that's ooh, ugh. That sounds like something that would happen to me. Oh, but goodness gracious! I hope everything worked out. But I mean, having somebody die and then
Yeah.
bopping yourself on a doorknob—that's crazy. Darlene says,
Like usually when you hear someone say they like, oh, they tripped and hit the doorknob, that's literally what like battered women say,
or fell down the stairs
or
and
fell down the stairs.
hit
Like,
a doorknob. Yeah,
but
man.
I'm taking that person at their word. You know.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what happened. That's just typically, like every other time in my life I've heard that story. It turned out it was.
But to be quite honest, Avery, you know me. If I told you I tripped over a computer cord and hit my head on the doorknob,
Oh, I would.
you
Yes.
believe it.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
How sad. How super sad. Darlene says her arm healed a little crooked. She had a cast for a month. She still wears a brace. Wow. You know, I only ever broke one bone in my body, and it was in my hand. It was the bone right here in my hand. And from time to time, this hand will hurt. But it was, do you remember the story about how I broke it?
Mm-hmm.
I was at Todd's house, and we were wrestling in the house. And at one point, he picked me up and threw me down, and I landed on my hand. And then we continued fighting and wrestling. And then he did it again to me. And the next day, I called him up and was like, dude, I'm in the hospital. And we lied to our parents. And I told my mom that it all happened outside of the house, even though it happened in the house, because there was like insurance and you know, concerns. And I'm like, oh, no, Mom, we were outside. We were definitely outside the house.
Oh. Yeah, you didn't want it to turn into a thing.
No, neither one of us did, because
Yeah,
it was
no, 'cause
stupid. It was all stupid.
Yeah, it was two teenage boys doing stupid teenage boy stuff.
Yeah, and the doctor actually said that it's the bone here in the wrist is one of the hardest to heal, and he said it may never actually heal properly. Now, I did have a cast on it, and
Yeah.
I mean, I have full function in my hand, but there are times when I'm like, I know I can feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Manuel says we had -19 by Wednesday morning. Holy crap. Louisiana got down to a -19? That's insane.
No.
All right, well, stay home and stay warm. That's all I can say. Darlene says, oh my, just me. Ain't that the truth? Darlene says, we get a scam call a lot. We mostly let them go to the answering machine. See, I like talking to them, so I try to answer every single one. Darlene says, we had a small flood when the washer hose went out and the water heater started leaking. Oh, goodness. Sarah sent me a super sticker. Thank you, Sarah. That is so nice. Thank you. Manuel says, my friend Drew, Green Bay. Tomorrow was the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. I can't believe the Texans are winning. Or they probably won already at this point if they were ahead 45 to whatever. Damn. I really had hopes that the Browns would knock them out. Anyway, Burr says, I got a life insurance scam yesterday. When I transferred to an agent, I asked him the name of the insurance he wanted me to have. It was connected to a scam life insurance, I told him. Oh, boy. Glenn says, call the U.S. Medical to confirm my info. U.S. Medical to confirm my info. Asked about my leg back braces. I don't have any braces. Just whoop. Sorry, the cat sat on me. I don't have any braces, just dentures. They had address of my childhood home and BD have Theodore Giselle, Dr. Seuss as the doctor. That is hilarious. Burst says he said he can prove it by having me give him my debit card number and then he'll send me the proof. It's not a scam, a life insurance policy. Sure. Just give me your debit card information and I'll prove to you that I'm not a scammer. Guys, that's almost like asking them, who are you calling for? And they say, well, tell me your name and I'll tell you who I'm calling for. Brain surgeons, guys. Brain surgeons are who we're dealing with. Sarah says, anyone on here who is knowledgeable about floods and sump pumps? Have no experience with that whatsoever, but anybody know? Let me know. BB says, are you sure it wasn't Grater ice cream? No, it was Gator. Gator with an OR. Gator ice cream. John says, I was getting 50 scam calls a day. I installed call blocker. Now I get 5 scam calls a day. Okay, that's good. That's good. I've gotten the question before. How do you stop these people from calling? I've never wanted them to stop. I've never tried to make them stop. So I don't know. But John says, installed a call blocker and that helps. That's perfect. Perfect. Manuel says, hiya to John. You're hitting the keyboard, baby girl. Come on. Sorry, guys. Betty's here. Hey, Betty, how's it going? Says hi to me and everyone in the chat. Welcome to the show. BB says, just me. Oh, no, that's not good at all. Luke's here. Says hi to Betty. Hey, welcome, Luke. Welcome to the show. Manuel says hello to my lady Betty. Happy Saturday night. Betty says hello to Luke. Bernie B says, great video on YouTube. Andy Cohen, Bravo TV personality, talking about being scammed on the Today Show. Really? Search for Andy Cohen and recounts ordeal by losing money in an elaborate scheme. Wow. Elaborate scam. I hear people who get caught up in scams, and I mean, it happens. It happens. I am almost 100% comfortable in saying anytime you get a call, a telephone call, never trust who's calling you. Ever. Because you never know. Betty says hello to Manuel. Manuel says hello to Luke. Betty says, yes, it's always nice in Florida. Ain't that the truth? Even when it's bad, it's nice. It's better than most. Luke says hi to Manuel, and Luke says, I miss key lime pie. Oh, I haven't had key lime pie in a long time. Key lime pie is good, though. Betty says, I like reading comments on Andrew's video. People have the nicest adventures with scammers to share here. They do. Manuel says hello to Regal. BB says, hey, the other YouTube scam baiters are selling merch with their logos. You should as well. I think I'm going to take Avery's advice. Once I get to that level, 10,000 subscribers, that's a very good milestone to try to hit. Then look into offering a limited number of items, whether it be t-shirts or hats or even beanies, something like that. So yeah, that's definitely, I'm going to have more time to focus on that very, very soon, Avery. All so right. It's something that can happen. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, I think you'll hit 10,000 this year.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm at the rate I'm going. I'm continuing. I mean, I get more every day, and I love it. Yeah, I love. There's a part of me that watches the numbers and gets excited, and then there's another part of me that will not look at the numbers for like a couple of days, and then look at the numbers and go. But I can't not look at them, so it's a shame. Tim says, next time I stop in, I will love a bag. Fantastic. Tim, next time you're coming through Jacksonville, you know where I'm at. Betty says, Luke, key lime pie is the best in the Florida Keys. I don't know why. My wife raves about the key lime pie that she would get in the Keys because they used to live there.
Probably because
And
the limes are fresh.
yeah, that's probably it too. ADY says, "Hey, yo, Drew, yo, gang, welcome to the show."
Hello.
ADY says hi to Auntie Betty. Betty says hello to my nephew ADY. Manuel says hi to ADY and happy Saturday night. ADY says yo to Manuel. BB says thanks, I'll keep an eye on it. Luke says, Betty, I'm not surprised. Just Me says, no, just my mom passed and clumsy jeans on me. No abuse. Okay, good.
Good.
Luke says, it's the best. Okay. Smidgen's here. Hey, Smidgen says, hi, all. Broken bones is the topic. Yikes. I told you guys that when the show's over, I go talk to my wife and I tell her, hey, this is what we talked about today. And sometimes the conversations are hilariously funny. There was one day we talked about the weather, how tall everybody was, and bears killing people. You remember that show, Avery?
Yeah.
Because you brought up a bunch of them. So,
yeah. Bears.
BB says, I was walking back into my dad's bedroom and I was wrong about where the dresser and bed were. And well, I think I went to sit down on the bed and down I went. I should have had a light on, but thought okay, they just got more to stay there. But I understand that completely. When you go into a room and you think you know where everything is, I have that problem. I have that problem in my office.
With the lights on.
With the lights on, yes. I literally went to go sit down in my chair and didn't look where my chair was and almost missed it and landed on the floor. So now when I'm doing something and I go to sit down, I have to check and make sure the chair is under my ass before I go down, because I'm a big boy and when I start going down, I ain't stopping. And if there's not a chair there, if the chair's not there, then the only thing that's going to stop me is the floor. So I've been there before. Betty says yes to Smidgen, LOL. BB says, thought I could manage it. Well, if it starts to turn black and blue, that's when
it's swelling and pain.
Yes, I think that's panic time is there. So hopefully we can avoid that. Manuel says hi to Smidgen. ADY says, I've broken both collarbones twice each. No way. Oh. Honestly, I think I got lucky in the fact I've only ever broken one bone. The idea of breaking bones is horrible.
Never broken a bone. Well,
you've never broken a bone ever?
You know what? My nose doesn't count.
So that's cartilage. That's not really bone. So
I've never broken a bone. I've torn ligaments. I don't know how many times my nose has been broken. The ear, nose, and throat specialist that was like, how many times has your nose been broken? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, it's several.
Well, Avery, quit walking into doors, damn it.
I wasn't walking into the doors.
No, I know.
It was getting punched in the face.
High school. I remember those days.
Oh, this was even before high school.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was before DA, so
yeah, it was before DA.
Yeah. Smidgen says hi to Manuel. Betty says, "Oh, BB, that happens easily. I hope you were all right."
Uh-oh.
Jim says, fell down the stairs and broke my ankle. The injury, I've injured my back in 2014 after I shoveled snow. I hate snow. Yeah, I could see where snow would be a pain in the butt. Manuel says, yes, Texans won game today over Cleveland. Damn. Smidgen says, I broke my little toe hooking it on a chair leg. Had to wear a boot thing for 6 weeks. Oh, wow.
Oh, that hurt. They're sensitive.
Yep. DeGod says, holla at you, boy. Welcome to the show. Jim sends a $2 super sticker. Thank you, Jim. I do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You know that? Luke says, haha to Jim. Me too. Did my ankle in. Oh, goodness. Darlene says, my husband broke his heel in 2016. At work, he was on a ladder that slipped on ice. I had shoulder surgery a few weeks before that. I mean, I told you guys the story. I'm pretty sure I have, where for my company, my previous company, I had to go out of town on business for a week. And my wife on Monday morning took me to the airport, dropped me off. Then she went to the grocery store, slipped and fell and broke her foot on the day I left. And she was in a cast the entire time I was gone. And of course, when I got home, because she still had to be in the cast. But she was like, "You can never leave for work again, ever." And I've never gone out of town for business. I've gone out of town for like conventions and stuff like that, but never for work related stuff. So I kept that promise of never doing that. Actually, my work wants me to go visit the office up in New York, and I'm like, nah, it's all right. I'm going to stay here. You guys can come down here and visit us down here. And they love it. They love coming down to Florida. But I'm going to stay right where I'm at. Thank you very much. Smidgen says, I got a tax scam today saying my debit card account had been locked and to call an 844 number. I'll be sending it to. Okay, that sounds good. Manuel says to God, happy Saturday night. Smidgen says, I don't call scammer numbers. I've recently called numbers back and messed with them. But normally 99% of the time they're spoofing somebody's number and I'm not calling that number back. Like the one I got today that said Gator ice cream, that's a business. I'm not calling that number back, period. But, from time to time, if they leave a number, that's a whole nother story. They give me a number. Well, anyway, we'll see. BB says, laugh out loud. You call your cat baby girl too. Love it. Well, she was the one. I know I've told you guys the story. My son worked at a theater, and one night, one of the girls that he worked with was leaving and saw a kitten trying to cross Phillips Highway, which is like a very, very busy 4-lane highway. And she rescued the kitten, and she brought it. And Michael, my son, saw the kitten and helped her take care of it. Well, the kitten came home with Michael. The girl went home and said, hey, Mom and Dad, I found this stray kitten. Can I keep it? And the mom and dad said, hell no. And so Michael got to keep the kitten, and we've had her ever since. And that's how we got her. But she has a skin irritation. Sometimes her skin will break out, and it's probably the reason why she was abandoned, most likely by her mother, because she wasn't perfect, wasn't healthy, but we love her and she's great. And shoot, I don't know where she went. Oh, she's right behind me. Okay, never mind. She was on the box, but now she's gone. But we love her. We take good care of her, and she loves us, or she loves me. She loves me. Yes, I saw, says Smidgen. Betty says, Smidgen, yes. Share those numbers. Very good. Smidgen says, I saw Andy's spot on TV. Okay. Glenn says, an elderly friend got an urgent call from his son saying he was in the hospital with a broken nose from a car accident and needed money. He was having lunch with him at the same time. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. They do like to panic people. They do like to make you think that the world is ending, and they try to scare you. Betty says, laugh out loud to Glenn. Marcus says a beanie would be useful now while shoveling. Welcome to the show, Marcus. Benny says, hello, Drew. Texas is cold tonight. Snow on the way, maybe. Oh, goodness, Benny. Please, stay inside if you have to. If you need to. Manuel says, hi to Marcus. And hi to Benny. Smidgen says to Betty, I have a source. I don't want to post it live on YouTube for fear of jinxing the channel's owners getting blocked. That's one of the reasons why I haven't given out numbers. There's a part of me that is maybe scared to do something like that. I would absolutely hate to give out somebody's number inadvertently. So a lot of times when somebody's giving me a telephone number, and in the videos I like beep out the last 4 digits, and people ask, why don't you let us hear the number? Because I don't know what number they're giving. I don't have a clue whose number they're giving. The last thing I want to do is start broadcasting on my YouTube channel to 7,000 people, some number. I don't know who it belongs to. Give me just 1 second, guys. All right, there you go. Going out. Goodbye. Oh, sorry. She demanded the exit code for the door. Smidgen says to Betty, yep, okay, gotcha. Darlene says, if I ever get a call from a child or grandchild accident, I ask which one. I have 20 kids. That's fantastic. I told you guys how my wife's grandmother got caught up in one of those once. But luckily, she was smart enough to hang up the phone and call somebody. But she got a call from somebody saying that her grandson was in jail in New York City, or stranded in New York City. And she knew that me and Mike were going to New York, but she wasn't sure when. So she was thinking, oh my gosh, he's there and he's got a problem. And she stopped. She hung up the phone and she called my wife, only to find out, yeah, our trip wasn't for like another week and a half or something. It was several weeks away. And she's like, no, Michael's not in New York. And she's like, okay, very good. But she panicked and was like, oh my gosh, knowing that we were going to New York at some point, but she wasn't sure if we were already there or not. So that right there is a very easy scam to scare older people. Very easy one. And please be aware of it. Everybody. I haven't gotten that call in a long time, but it does exist. And it's one that panics people.
I've heard one about people using AI to copy someone's voice from their answering machine, then contacting a loved one.
See, I don't know if they're smart enough to know how to use AI like that yet. Somebody's doing it. Yeah, but most of the scammers I deal with, dumb as rocks, and that's insulting to rocks. It's the truth. Benny's here. Benny. Oh, Benny. Yeah, Benny. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the show, Benny. Betty says, I know Smidgen. I do it through Discord. Yep. Glenn says 7.44 subscribers, only 18 likes today. Hit that button. Oh, yes, please do. Luke says, ha, ha, ha. BB says, yes, definitely. It was if it turns color. Yikes. Yes. Smidgen says to Betty, I haven't ventured onto the Discord yet. Betty says, let's help Andrew get to a 10K by sharing the video. Absolutely. I would appreciate that. Manuel says, yes, I helped Drew get to 10,000. Oh, see, now they're encouraging to do it, Avery, because
yeah, you need 10,000 subs. 10,000 subs. When you hit, you'll do a limited edition hat or T-shirt or something like that.
Yeah. Or maybe more. You never know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what kind of production budget my sister would have for it. I might have to outsource it someplace else. But that's
she can do it. You just got to get her the supplies. Get her the raw material.
Yeah.
Get her. Be like, how many? What do you need to do like 100 T-shirts and 100 hats?
Exactly.
Be like, it's limited. There's only 100 of each.
Yeah.
It's one size fits all, like extra larges or something simple. Keep it simple to start with.
Yeah, the shirt she got me, they're all 3Xs, which she knows I love. I love the bigger shirts, but these are really comfortable. I asked her, I think she told me she got some of these from Michael's, like really, really nice, comfortable, nice and thick. Like the ones I normally buy are like a 6-pack from Walmart, and they're thin. These are really nice. So I'm like, yeah, my sister's awesome. Burst says, last week Amazon scammers called me, and before they got too far, I stated that if the iPhone for my 6 sets of octuplets aren't here by 9 a.m. tomorrow, we'll all be in India looking for you. That's good. Darlene says, no broken bones for me. That's very good. Burst says, can you handle all of those 6 foot by 400-pound guys? And he immediately hung up. Glenn says, you can't put a cast on a tailbone. Don't ask me how I know. Oh. Yeah, that's one of those bones in the body that they, there's not much they can do about it, Your tailbone. Ugh. BB says, I just recently bragged to someone how I've been blessed not to ever have any broken any bones. Well, that might have changed.
Ooh.
BB says,
So
gonna go now. Snow is coming on. Catch you next Saturday. We'll watch out for the pinky. Okay,
yes.
very good, very good. And says, have a great week, all. Absolutely. Betty says bye to BB. Says take care. Jim says take care, BB. Sarah says, I've broken several fingers and I stepped on a nail when I was a kid. Did not know it was bleeding until I looked down. Had to hop home 2 houses. Oh my goodness.
Then you get the fun tetanus shot.
Oh, I know I stepped on a nail at one point, but I didn't have to get a tetanus shot because I had already had a tetanus shot like earlier that year. But that's not a fun thing, especially for a guy with diabetes. You don't mess around with your feet, you know? Let's see. Laura says, take care to BB. Manuel says, Miami 7, Kansas City 10. Oh, okay. Luke says, Darlene, you're very lucky, no broken bones. Darlene says, Glenn, my sister broke her tailbone. She also has rods in her lower back. Ouch.
Mm-mm.
Berth says, when I broke 3 bones in my spine last year, the neurosurgeon couldn't put a rod and screws in my spine to strengthen it because of other issues in my back. Oh, wow.
Ow. Jeez.
Sarah says, we used to call our dog Baby Girl. Her name was Sparkles, but she died 2 years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. Betty sends me a super sticker. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate it. Burr says doing surgery will paralyze me. Oh, goodness. Then you don't want to do it then. Burr says 10-7 Kansas City. Okay. I appreciate everybody keep me abreast of the scores because I'm not paying attention right now. But I do appreciate it. Betty says, you're right, Andrew. No numbers on the stream. It's against the TOS. Really? Okay. Well, then I'm being good then.
Yeah.
I'm being good by not doing that. So that's good. Darlene says, my nephew broke his collarbone first time skiing. That sounds like something that would happen to me. First time skiing, I'd break my neck. Damn. Glenn says, your cats have a valet doorman. They are spoiled. Yes, they are. They are. Absolutely. And Betty sends smiley faces. Luke says, ha 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 to Glenn. I thought of that. Smidgen says there's apparently prisoners in the Oklahoma prison making calls saying you didn't show up for federal grand jury. From the inside the prison, really? Damn. Darlene says most scammers can't speak into a mic properly. Yes, that is absolutely true. Betty says, Andrew, you can say hi to me as many times as you wish. Okay. Sarah says, my in-laws got one of the calls and said, hi, Grandma, and she is not called Grandma. Aha, okay. That's like both my mom and my wife's mom, neither one of them go by Grandma. They have they pick their own names that they chose. And I'm still debating what I want to go by when my daughter and her fiance eventually have children, what name I want to go by. And it's kind of a toss-up. I haven't decided yet, but I will get to pick my name, and then they'll call me whatever they want. Ben says, some genius told me I won $5 million just because I'm an American citizen. Well, that's fantastic. I think every American citizen should get $5 million. I did get the Super Lottery, Mega Millions lottery call again. They've called me numerous times, and I screw with them every time. And this time I got him, and I got a recording of it. He wanted me to pay the $500 delivery fee or whatever it is by going to Dollar Tree and buying a gift card. No. I'm sorry. The dollar store. He wanted me to go to the dollar store. And I said, well, will a Dollar Tree work? And he said, yes, Dollar Tree will work as well. And he said, or you can go to Walgreens. I said, oh, good. I've got a Walgreens nearby me. I haven't called the guy back. I do have his number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him back with a story about how the cashier wouldn't sell me the card after I told her I won the lottery and see what he has to say. That is such a dumb scam. I don't know how anybody falls for it.
But they
Really.
do.
They do, I know, and you and I both know people who have. So
Yeah.
Betty says, yes, I saw that, Smidgen. Tim says, would buy a hat or a beanie. Okay. There's there I should put a poll out that says what would you be interested in? A t-shirt, a hat, a beanie, or all the above? We'll see. I
Yeah.
really do need to come up with a logo for Misfit Corner Scams, though. I don't have one. I just have the words. And it's
Yeah.
literally Misfit Corner Comics, just with scams instead of comics. So
Yeah.
I got to work on that. It's got to become a thing. Manuel says hi to Ben. Ben says cheers to Manuel. Betty says laugh out loud. Where do I go to get mine? Burr says my occupational therapist parents almost got caught up in that. Fortunately, they called his brother before going to wire the money. Very good. Very good. Man. That's crazy that people fall for that one too. Sarah says I broke my tailbone when I was pregnant. Oh, that sounds horrible. Manuel says I did happen to me. I was young. I stepped on a nail, my foot, and my mom bringing to the emergency room. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember stepping on a nail, and it was one of those things where I stepped on something. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And then I literally took my shoe off and pulled the nail out and went, "Oh, that's what it was." That's not good. Ben says, Betty, all you need to do is give them $4.99 to ship you the check. Yes. Well, this guy wanted $500 to send the. Actually, he told me I was going to get $2 million in cash and $3 million in a cashier's check. And I'm like, really? Tell me, how does that actually work? He didn't really want to go into any details. He just wanted me to pay the $500. So Betty says, LOL to Ben. Just Me says there was a great doc. There was a great doc by Nat Geo about scammers. It's on YouTube. Okay. Birth says, scammers hate when you ask them the name of their company. That is true. Manuel says, yes, I watched the video about it in prison, trying the scammers to get people get arrested. Oh wow. Betty says PhD scammers are vile. I've got one of their numbers, so I'm looking forward to calling them. So we'll see what happens. Darlene says, my sister Patty goes by Mimi for her grandma name. Very good. I like Mimi. Betty says, new logo to celebrate the 10K. Yeah, Avery, it's now got to happen. I need to come up with a good logo, a new logo, and I need to look into investing into shirts, hat, and beanies. 10K is going to come way quicker than I expect at this point. I think that's going to happen. And you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Smidgen says, had anyone seen The Beekeeper yet? Hubby and I are going tomorrow. I think that's the movie I'm recommending Tuesday, because Tuesday night's the night that my wife and I go to the movies. And I have a customer named Ahmed who comes in every Saturday, and we always talk about movies because he also is an avid moviegoer. And I asked him which movie he was going to see this week, and he said The Beekeeper, and that's a Jason Statham movie that I think I want to see. So I'll have to see if I can convince the wife. We'll see. But we had a couple movies that we wanted to see, and for her it was The Color Purple, and for me it was Aquaman 2. And we saw both of those, and they were good. They were both good. But my son Avery, Mike's going to take us to go see Mean Girls tomorrow night.
Mean Girls?
I'm so excited. Yeah, the musical version of Mean Girls.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm so thrilled.
You do you, boo.
Hey, if it's anything like Pitch Perfect 1, 2, and 3,
you'll love it.
I will be in seventh heaven.
Oh my god.
If it's anything like Glee, I'll be ecstatic.
There is language I want to use I will not use on your channel.
Thank you.
In the green room?
Okay.
I'm gonna say some bad words.
Avery knows I am a 15-year-old girl at heart.
Wow.
And it's no joke. It's no joke.
It's just crazy.
I know. All right, we're almost caught up.
Okay.
Burst says the wind chill now feels like negative 27. Crazy. Glenn says need a bag since they banned disposable plastic bags in Colorado. Oh man, I knew that. I know that's coming. One of the cashiers at Walmart was telling me that they're going to start phasing out, at least here in Jacksonville, they're going to start phasing out the plastic bags this year. So either you bring your own bag or you buy one from them. That's coming, is what she told me. That's coming. Luke says T-shirt. Okay. Smidgen says merchandise idea stickers for laptops and camera lens covers. Okay.
People like slaps. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
People like
Yeah.
slaps.
Manuel says yes, like certainty 10K. My friend Drew and Avery, best friend Drew. Very good. Smidgen says there's scam alert printed in the SSA notice this year. Yay! Oh wow, really? I haven't seen that yet, but wow. Smidgen says scammer payback recommended beekeeper. Okay. Betty says laugh out loud. And last but not least, Sarah says I want to watch the Barbie movie. Well, you go watch the Barbie movie. I
think that's on Prime right now.
Yeah, it's on
HBO.
It's on HBO Max. Yeah,
Okay. My
I saw it in
HBO
the
Max
theater
is through Prime. So
yeah, I saw it in the theater with my wife, and I still to this day don't have a clue what that movie was about.
I haven't seen it.
It made no sense to me. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap up. I caught up on the chat. I feel wonderful. I thank you guys so much for joining this evening. Everybody out there, please be safe. If you're in a cold country, cold county, cold state, whatever, please stay warm. Stay at home if you can. Everybody be on the lookout for the PCH scammers. They're calling a lot. And remember, if you ever get calls like the ones I get, either hang up on them or screw with them like I do. And if you do screw with them, try to record it and share it with everybody. So remember our favorite line: screw and share.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll catch